to say Crawford. If you go down the list and ask me about tactical advantages, most of them are Crawford. What Canelo has is size, and as a result, physical strength and punching power.
And a neck as wide as Broadway, for crying out loud.
Right.
The thing that I don't like about Canelo is that it's like almost every shot has to be a power shot.
It's a power shot, yes.
They both hit hard. Because and you can see the strength. You know, when I was fighting against Crawford, I didn't think Crawford was that strong, but when he kind of moved me around a little bit, he is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go up and fight Canelo?
Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith break down Canelo versus Crawford. Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith recently shared their thoughts on the much-talked-about fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. Stephen A. is leaning toward Crawford to win, but he's not expecting an easy night. He pointed out that Crawford has to stay smart and avoid getting pulled into too many close-range exchanges. Stephen A. also mentioned a warning from Gervonta Davis, that if Crawford stands and trades punches too often, he could be putting himself at serious risk. Canelo has a clear edge in size and punching power, and that's something Crawford will need to respect. According to Stephen A., Crawford's best chance lies in using his speed, strong defense, and sharp instincts in the ring. Both analysts agreed, this fight isn't just about power. The smarter, more tactical fighter will come out on top.
Greatness. And a neck as wide as Broadway, for crying out loud.
Right.
The thing that I don't like about Canelo is that it's like almost every shot has to be a power shot.
It's a power shot, yes.
And that's not beating Crawford. I will confess, I think Gervonta Davis's trainer, Cal, I think he said this. He said Crawford could find himself in trouble, and I'm not sure it was him, but I think it was him. He said Crawford could find himself in trouble if he decides to engage with Canelo, because Canelo is the naturally bigger, stronger fighter. And I don't care that Crawford's gotten bigger, and I don't care that Crawford's going to go in there just as big as Canelo. Canelo is accustomed to fighting at the weight.
Max Kellerman on Crawford versus Canelo. Skills versus strength. Max Kellerman offered his take by highlighting Terence Crawford's technical edge. He believes Crawford has the cleaner skills and better all-around ability in the ring. At the same time, Max made it clear that Canelo Alvarez brings real physical advantages. With a strong chin and a naturally larger frame, Canelo can hold his own in tough exchanges. However, Max also pointed out that Canelo hasn't looked quite as sharp lately. While he's still dangerous, there are small signs he may be slowing down. In Max's view, this fight comes down to more than just power. It's about Crawford's timing and precision versus Canelo's size and durability.
Great chin. A great chin. But in terms of, if you want to go skill for skill, especially the recent version of Canelo, who's had to turn into a seek and destroy guy, who had to learn as his career went on to cut off the ring and not just follow guys around. Like Lara, Trout, Floyd, he followed those guys around. He had trouble because he's really a natural counterpuncher who wants you to come to him. But in recent years at super middleweight, he's gotten really good at cutting off the ring. Again, last fight notwithstanding. So as an overall suite of skills, recent vintage, it's been Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
But Canelo also is skilled and has a larger skeleton than Crawford. No matter what they weigh, Canelo's the bigger guy.
Yeah. You briefly mentioned Canelo's power, so who I would assume Canelo has the
You'd have to think, unless Crawford, Crawford was on a knockout streak until he moved up to junior middleweight and then failed to stop Madrimov.
Antonio Tarver. This is Crawford's toughest fight yet. Former world champion and well-known boxing analyst Antonio Tarver is putting his support behind Terence Crawford in this upcoming fight. But he's also realistic about how tough this matchup will be. Tarver praised Crawford for proving himself across several weight divisions. Still, he believes this fight with Canelo Alvarez is on a whole different level. According to Tarver, it's the toughest challenge of Crawford's career, and it's not just Crawford who's stepping into the unknown. He says Canelo is also facing a type of opponent he's never dealt with before. For both fighters, this is new ground.
Average take, I'm Bud County all the way, but this is going to be the toughest fight, the best fighter Bud has ever been in the ring with. And arguably, this could be the best fighter Canelo has ever been in the ring with. We'll find out which one is which on September 13th.
Antonio, I appreciate your time. Safe travels back home.
Man, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Antonio.
My man, always